What are your thoughts on the FBA movement? Does it hurt the black community or help the black community worldwide? Peace. My name is G-Man of Law. My artist name is P-Funk City G. I'd like to welcome you to Rebel Life, and this is the Naked Truth. These are my thoughts. From my point of view, the term FBA is the acronym for Foundational Black Americans. Tariq Nasheed is the founder of the movement. I believe he says he's not the leader. He just coined the phrase. He said that people can remix African American. So that's why he came up with the term Foundational Black American. When he refers to remixing, it's like he's saying that anybody can say they're African American. Someone from Nigeria can come to America and say they're African American. Someone from the Caribbean can, and he wants to differentiate the Black American from the non-Black American, I guess you would say.
A lot of people can remix African American. People can remix Negro. People can remix colored. So a lot of these terms that were used to describe us, a lot of people can latch on to it, and that's been a problem. Foundational Black American is a term that cannot be remixed. You're only talking about one group. There's only one group of black people who built this country from scratch, and that is us, the descendants of freedmen, foundational Black Americans.
And that you can't do it. It can't be done because, for one, we don't, as a people, don't know where we come from. we know that we come from Africa through slavery, but we have a history that predates slavery. Tariq Nasheed said, people can remix African American. The fact is that no one can remix black. Black covers all of the indigenous people of the planet Earth everywhere. Black includes all of us except the European. There are more than 7.8 billion black people from Africa and its diaspora. More if you consider India, parts of China, Australia, Japan, etc. So unity is our key. Our numbers are strong together and minute when we say 41 million Black Americans. We're part of a family of 7.8 billion people here on the planet. Where does our power lie? In 41 million blacks who claim to be American? Or does it lie in the 7.8 billion? We outnumber the Chinese people when we're united. If we count all of the black people, and we're diluted when we count the African American or anyone who claims to be African American. So why even be worried about remixing? African was a name given to us by the Europeans. It comes from them observing us. Afro means land without cold, and that's who they're referring to. People without cold. Africa, is without cold, and they come. Europe, the Greeks, the Romans, they come from places that are cold. So that was their observation of us. We're not African. We're black, and we've been black for a long time. If you remember Kemet, pre-Egypt, what does Kim mean? Kem means black. Kemet means black land. Kemetic means black people. So we've always identified ourselves as black. The supreme being of the universe. And let's deal with the American. America comes from the European Amerigo Vespucci. Vespucci was an explorer. America was given its name when a cartographer, Martin Waldseemüller, applied the name to the newly discovered continent on a map that he was drawing in 1507. Vespucci's exportations and writings about the New World convinced Waldseemüller to honor Vespucci by naming it America. Vespucci contributed to the early exploration of the Europeans' newfound land called the Americas. So African and American are terms coined from Europeans in their point of view of a world they knew nothing about 20 years prior to 1507. America was discovered in 1492 by Christopher Columbus. Then Tariq Nasheed says that one group of black people who built America from scratch. We have to remember that slaves were sold and exported from America to Jamaica and other islands and countries. Slave owners in Jamaica sought to break the spirit of the rebellious slaves and enforce obedience through punishment and coercion. Slaves deemed difficult to manage or too valuable to do their labor skills could be sold or transported to other regions, including Jamaica. Meaning that many of our brothers and sisters in Jamaica, the Caribbean, Europe, the UK, all over with white or European slave catchers had ports or connections to. They were shipping them like stock, like rice, like wheat, like sugar, like liquor. So this means that Black Americans' bloodline is throughout Jamaica and other Caribbean nations were essentially the same. We differ by culture alone, nothing else. They are us and we are them. We only differ in boat stops. If black slaves have been shipped to and from North America, why wouldn't anyone from the diaspora not be our family? Family from our ancestors' beginnings. They are our aunties and uncles, and we are theirs.
And I think that's the reason why a lot of people kind of have a problem with the term. They somehow accuse us of being divisive, but it's no, we're just looking at our lineage.
Correct.
We have a specific lineage that we're acknowledging, especially when we're discussing the need of getting reparations, because there's a big reparations movement right now.
That was the next word on my list. Go ahead, keep talking.
And when people see that we're making traction with this reparation thing, because we have the political class talking about it, it's on the table. They're openly acknowledging it. So for a long time, when we talk about reparations, the conversation got smacked down. Like,
Exactly.
shut up. And, you ain't got to get nothing. And everybody kind of laughed at us.
Like the concept of a black president.
Right, right. Now that we got some traction, you got a lot of other people saying, well, damn, if they get reparations, hell, I'm kind of African-American too. Can I qualify? And we're saying, hey, let's wait a minute. We're not going to have race-based reparations. We're going to have lineage-based reparations. So we're really focused on our lineage. So that's where the term foundational Black American comes into play, and that's why it's so effective.
Tariq Nasheed talks about descendants of freedmen, foundational Americans, being accused of divisiveness. We don't know how we got where we are past a few generations as black people. We do know that we have the same beginning, and that beginning started in the mind of one God who created everything through the original man, the black man, the first to civilize, the first to live a civilized life. We've called ourselves black before Egypt existed. In fact, Egypt was originally named Kemet by the Kemetic people of Kemet. Chem means black. Chemistry comes from the word chem, representing our chemical makeup of 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. In the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad taught, why does the devil call our people Africans? The answer to that question is, to make our people of North America believe that the people on that continent are the only people they have and are all savage. He bought a trading post in the jungle of that continent. The original people live on this continent, and they are the ones who strayed away from civilization and are living a jungle life. The original people call this continent Asia, but the devils call it Africa to try to divide them. He wants us to think that we are all different. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like and share. Love, peace, and happiness.
P Funk City G.